Hey, how's it going? It's been a little while since I've done something a bit different. Apologies if the lighting is off. Um, yeah, so I just received my humongous box of Resident Evil, the board game. And when I say humongous, I mean humongous. Oh, and heavy. So I thought, why not just look through each box and see what we've got? So first of all, we've got some random glue on my arm. The playmats. So they're sort of neoprene, kind of mouse matty feeling. Space for your items, weapons, health, character card. I'm going to put that over here. Then there's the Kickstarter Golden Tyrant with the shiny cards back there, which is pretty cool. See if I can do this without knocking all them over. Then we have the game trays, which I assume is the plastic trays for sort of getting everything stored correctly. Yeah, so it's your just for storing all the bits and pieces. Interesting. I'm not going to bother pulling all of them out because we've not got any figurines in them. If I can actually close them up. There we go. Right, I'm going to have to put this somewhere. Just put it back here just now. Then we have the Kickstarter exclusive characters. So I've taken the plastic off these already. They're all shrink wrapped. But I didn't want to have to fumble with that. Oh, you can all see how terrible I am at opening boxes. Okay. So it's almost like alt costumes for everyone. So you've got basketball Rebecca, you've got running shotgun Jill, which I think I can turn to the camera somehow there. And all the characters seem like they're pretty well cut out. Sorry, these are probably going to be hard to see because it's not an autofocus on this camera, which is quite a downside. So they are cool. Lots of alt costumes. I don't think they have alt stats though, just alt costumes. I promise I'll get better at putting things away as we go on. Then we have the Fallen Five, which is I think the Bravo team guys who are dead. Yeah, so we've got Edward, Forrest, Brad. Okay, so there's not just all Bravo team, there's a bit of Alpha team in there. That's what the character cards look like. So that would go in the corner of your playmat. Everything's all branded nicely and feels quite premium, which is good to know. It wasn't exactly a cheap purchase. Oh yeah, this is not sponsored in any way. I'm just quite excited. What have we got next? Then we've got our game dice. So it uses custom dice, which is a bit of a shame, but they're quite cool. There's a little umbrella for you at the bottom. Let's get a few of them out, shall we? So umbrella is one, I believe. Then we have, I think, hit, shot, or explosive maybe. and target. I'll find out what all these mean eventually. And then we have something similar in blue, but we've got like turn back. We've got all the kind of same things as before, and different types of arrows. Don't know what that means. Back into the tube. Oh, what we got here? The terrain box. So this will be the 3D terrain that I think might have been only on Kickstarter or like only for early backers. I'm not sure. But basically, if you buy the normal box from your local shop, it won't have this 3D set with like your doors. So you've got 3D environmental doors that open and close. Empty doorways, so just art like empty doors, more doors, different types of doors. Balconies, I think. Typewriters, and an item box and ink ribbons. That's quite cool. Sorry, I'm not holding them up to the camera very well. So little typewriters on stands and ink ribbons, which is cool. Stairs and walkways. And dead zombies. Everyone's favorite. See if I can get this back in the box. Close enough. I think I can close it. Yep, that's another one down. Then we have the retro pack. So this is 600 retro themed cards. I don't know if you use them in conjunction with the existing cards or if these are considered replacement cards for your game. And basically they are cards that feature the old PS1 game art and sort of themes with their backgrounds and stuff. It also has like kind of retro text. I don't know if I can show you that. Very well. The card box is extremely heavy. Side. Then we have our monster box, which I think has extra monsters. So like, yeah, hunters, dogs, and zombies. There's a lot of zombies in there. They're quite loose. What else have we got? Right, now we're on to the actual game boxes. So first of all, we've got the Director's Cut box. I wonder if it comes with the crazy trumpet music from the basement. Oh, sorry, that's a bit close to the mic, actually. I'll open it over here. Need more space. Let's get this keyboard out of the way. I hope I don't press anything. You think it'd be easier to open a box? Okay. So we've got the Director's Cut instructions. Which has alternate game modes, new rules, new enemies. And of course, you've got a bunch of artwork in there. Apologies, arachnophobes, there is a spider picture on screen. And you've got a bit about every character and like crimson heads and all that good stuff. And in here you can see we've got spiders, snakes, the weird monsters from near the end whose name have escaped me for some reason. And you've got an enemy version of Wesker, an enemy version of Forest, and you've got more of the Bravo and Alpha people who unfortunately meet their grisly ends. And obviously a new stack of cards for all the new effects. Okay, this box will have to go back down. I don't have enough space to keep this one up. I love the branding, it's pretty cool. Oh god, this one's heavy. Okay, this is the main board game box, but the Kickstarter edition. Oh, this one's gonna be easy. Oh, hard new box. Ah. Oh, I'm gonna get eaten by a zombie. This is what greets you when you open the box. Pretty grisly, but interesting. I like the presentation. So we've got the main rulebook. It's Lisa Trevor, that artwork. Okay. It's got its additional rules. How to place all your pieces. Pretty nice. Plenty of artwork in it as well. Then we've got the scenarios. So this has how to set up your pieces for each area and what your players will interact with. Then we have the actual environment, which is all these pieces here. So some of them you should recognize, like the dining room and the staircases. Very cool. So I think it's based on the GameCube remake, which is my favorite Resident Evil game. If you couldn't tell, seeing as I own it pretty much in every form it came in, including its Japanese incarnation. I knew that would happen eventually. And in this box we've got Tyrant, Hunters, Jill and Chris, zombies, dogs, Lisa Trevor. More very cool stuff. This box is also seriously heavy. I take it there's cards in here somewhere. It's a double layer. Ah, there we go. So there's your main game cards in there. Items, rooms, challenges, monsters, bit of everything. Apologies for the lack of like background sound. I didn't want to play any music in case someone takes offense and I get muted, which wouldn't be very fun. And apologies for all the bumping and moving things around. I can't avoid that, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of space in this room. I do the best with the space I've got. So that's the main game box. And we've seen the Kickstarter extras box. So what's next? Now we're on the expansions. So we've got Into the Darkness, which I believe has the caves. And maybe the guardhouse? So every single one comes with this. Yeah, so we've got the garden, the caves. And again, just more nice artwork in there. It's all very well produced. I mean, looking forward to playing it. Yeah, so here we've got the caves. Which is pretty cool. All of it from a top-down perspective because that's how you're playing it. And in here we've got just a little. It's just an expansion, so it's not got a lot in it. We've got the giant spider. And we've got Yon, which is very cool. I like that there are much bigger models as well. Makes them feel a lot more like boss monsters. And finally, we've got Bleak Outpost, which I believe is the lab. Although this could be the guardhouse. Maybe it's both. I'll tell you in a second. So, Bleak Outpost. It's got all the instructions for the boss characters. Yes, it includes the guardhouse. There's the guardhouse. Part 1. And a nice redhead zombie artwork. And here's your guardhouse. Is that what it's called? I feel like I'm calling it guardhouse, but that's not what it's called, is it? And here we've got oh, I forgot its name. I want to say Plant 52, but maybe that's the wrong number. But yeah, you've got the plant boss, and you've got Neptune the shark. Neptune the shark's this one here. So that should be pretty cool. I wonder what kind of scenarios that will bring to the table. Oh, actually, yeah. On the back here, we've got the plant room. So that's really cool. Essentially, you can play the entire original Resident Evil, well, remade Resident Evil, through the board game. I think I watched various videos about it, and there's something like a complete campaign can run like 8 hours or more. And I guess that's if you're doing absolutely everything. But that's about the length of the first game, so that's pretty cool. So just a reminder, that was the Kickstarter exclusive characters, and the Fallen 5, which is the characters who die in the story. So I guess technically you can have them survive in the board game. We had the retro card pack, which is just retro styled versions of all the cards. Pretty cool. We have the dice in a nice little test tube. We have the terrain box with the 3D objects. Which, again, I think is Kickstarter exclusive, but I could actually be wrong about that. Pardon me for all the shuffling. Then we've got the monster box with extra monsters in it, which should fit in there. Yeah, it does. Good. We've got the game trays for, I guess, storing all the bits and pieces. Once you've taken them out their bags. That's this part. That's what I think fit. Do it for now. We've got our Golden Tyrant with the sparkly cards. And the player mats. Which I think if you get the standard one, you just get like paper versions of these. But I could be wrong. I'll let other people correct me based on the actual retail version. Yeah, and that was unboxing Resident Evil the board game. I look forward to playing it. I hope everyone else who plays it enjoys it. And yeah, it's based on my favorite video games, so I'm sure I'll have a good time. Although I will be the DM, and I will be mean. Very mean. Oh well, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're on watching on Twitch, please follow for probably more game content. I will be playing through Resident Evil 1 at some point soon. Right now I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3 and Project 03. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe for more content, and comment below if you got anything interesting to share. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.